Hello students, I hope you are doing well, studying properly and learning all your concepts. Licking the ice cream. In very cold regions like Europe, snowfall takes place instead of rain. क्या होता है वहाँ पे snow होती है instead of rain. When the water freezes in a lake or sea, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? It is called ice. When water vapors of the cloud freezes, it turns into soft thin flakes of ice. इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? इसको हम कहते हैं snow. When the upper layers of snow fall, presses down the lower layers of the snow, वो क्या होती है? वो बहुत hard हो जाती है और वो ice में बदल जाती है. यही same thing happens in the middle and upper Himalayas in the winter season. It happens in the middle and upper Himalayas. People of Europe ate water ices hundreds of years ago. क्या खाते थे? Water ice खाते थे 100 years ago. Alexander the Great of Greece enjoyed wine mixed with snow, ice and honey. He enjoyed having wine, snow, ice and honey. The Roman Emperor Nero, he also loved having fruit juices with ice. In winter season, the fat-rich portion of milk comes to its upper layer. उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Cream. जिसको हम मलाई बोलते हैं, fat portion on milk. In olden days, these were when there were no cream separators. People enjoyed these cream hardened with cold. They used to enjoy it. Then people started mixing it with sugar to make it more tasty. People started mixing it with sugar. In this process, it melted. Then ice was added to harden it again. जब वो sugar को mix कर रहे थे तो it started melting. So they would add ice to harden it again. We can imagine how the ice cream came into existence. And ऐसे ही करके क्या बनी finally? They made ice cream. A part of China has long chain of high mountains. People there developed a new idea of thick ice cream. So उन्होंने क्या किया? They poured fine flour. उन्होंने fine flour pour किया into the milk and they homogenized it and cooled it. Okay, so they homogenized milk by adding fine flour. They further mixed some plant flavors to it. उन्होंने उसमें कुछ plant flavors डाले and क्या किया? they उसमें ice डाल के उसे harden कर दिया. It is said that Marco Polo brought a recipe of ice cream from China to Italy about 700 years ago. From Marco Polo's country, it reached to France and then to England. तो फिर वो China से Italy आया and Italy से France and England that recipe reached. If ice is mixed with salt, its cooling power is increased. उसकी cooling power क्या होती है? Increase. This phenomena is used for making kulfi, a traditional Indian ice cream. A mixture of condensed milk, sugar, nuts and saffron is placed into metal cones. ठीक है, हम क्या करते हैं? एक condensed milk यानी कि बहुत thick milk लेते हैं, उसमें sugar, nuts और saffron डाल के metal cones में उसे रख देते हैं. ठीक है, their lids put on and it is sealed with dough. उनकी lid ऊपर रखते हैं और उसको seal कर देते हैं. The cones are placed in a mixture of ice and salt to freeze. It is said that kulfi was promoted by the Mughal emperors. They used to have ice cream brought from Himalayas. वो ice लाते थे Himalayas से and then they used to make kulfis. Modern ice cream came from America. अब जो हम ice cream खाते हैं वो कहाँ से आती है? It came from America. It was called cold custard. उसको हम क्या बोलते थे? Cold custard. In reality, it was much less in cream content but more creamy in look and thickness. वो इतनी creamy content wise नहीं थी जितनी वो thickness और look में थी. Polly Madison, the wife of USA President Madison, put the custard in a ice box. उन्होंने क्या किया? उस custard को एक ice box में रख दिया. It was much liked by all the guests. तो उन्होंने उसको क्या बोल दिया? Ice cream. In 1846, Nancy Johnson was the first ice cream mixer. In 1851, the first ice cream factory was set up in the world and opened in Washington in 1851. पहली बार ice cream आई. The first ice cream factory in India कहाँ थी वो? In Mumbai in 1948. Milk, cream, custard, sugar, water, etc. is stirred and blended in a mixture. क्या होता है? Milk, cream, custard, sugar, water को हम blend करते हैं एक mixture में and फिर इस mixture को हम heat और pasteurize करते हैं to destroy bacteria. हम उसे heat और pasteurize करके क्या करते हैं? Bacteria को destroy करते हैं. Butter or fat is added to pasteurize the milk. Butter या fat add करते हैं to pasteurize the milk. The hot mixture is whirled around the high pressure. Hot mixture को हम घुमाते हैं around the high pressure. This make the mixture smooth and creamy. इससे mixture कैसा हो जाता है? बहुत smooth and creamy. It is then cooled quickly. फिर इसको एकदम से हम ठंडा कर देते हैं. Flavors like vanilla or chocolate, fruits and nuts are added. The flavors mixed in packets are packed into different shapes and they are frozen. Finally, it is transferred into different containers for supply. Nowadays, you can eat ice cream पूरे साल भर. Which flavor do you like? Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, mango or pista? You can get a 2-in-1 chocolate layer covering an ice cream. You can also get 2-in-1 chocolate layer covering ice creams. Once an ice cream seller in America ran out of small cups. एक बार एक ice cream seller के साथ क्या हुआ? उसके cups जो थे वो खो गए. One of his friends used to make waffles. उनके एक friends थे thin water like biscuits. वो बहुत पतले पतले biscuits बनाते थे. He rolled up a waffle into a cone and the ice cream was served in that. उसने क्या किया? उसने biscuits को roll किया और उसके अंदर ice cream डाल के serve कर दी. Thus the ice cream cone was invented. This was another 2-in-1 biscuit covered ice cream. This was what? This was a biscuit covered ice cream. Ice cream is a nourishing food because it is made up of milk, sugar and other eatables. It also takes heat out of you. What would happen if one summer there was no ice cream? What will happen? You'll feel really hot and one small joy of happiness would get out of your lives. Word meanings: region, large area or district. Existence, reality. Homogenize, make of the same kind all over. Phenomenon, remarkable happening. Traditional, an activity that has been passed down from generation to generation. Condensed, thickened by reducing water from it. Sealed, matlab closed up. Promoted, made the public aware of kulfi. Blended, matlab mixed well. Pasteurized, boiled to kill bacteria. And last you have whirled, yani ki moved around quickly. About objective type questions. Roman Emperor Nero loved fruit juices with snow or ice. Similarly, you will do the rest. ये भी आप खुद से करेंगे, ठीक है? अब है subjective type questions. What was cold custard? Cold custard क्या होता था? They used to have these ice creams. they वो कैसे बनती थी वो? क्रीम में आइस डाल के एंड उसको हार्डन करके what they used to make, it was called a cold custard. बाकी के क्वेश्चंस आप खुद से करेंगे. अब है write T for true and F for false. In very cold regions, snowfall takes place instead of rain. This is true. बाकी भी true false आप खुद से करोगे. Listen and speak. आपको क्या करना है? आपको इन पेयर वर्ड्स की साउंड सुननी है and you have to pair of these words and then say the spelling after your teacher. N-I-G-H-T night, K-N-I-G-H-T night, B-A-D bad, B-E-D bed, D-I-E die and then you have D-Y-E die. No, N-O no and then you have K-N-O-W no. You have W-E-A-K week and you also have W-E-E-K week. F-L-O-O-R floor and F-L-O-U-R flower. Deer, D-E-A-R and then you have deer, D-E-E-R. Then you have sweet as in S-W-E-E-T and you have sweat, S-W-E-A-T. You have right, W-R-I-T-E right and you have R-I-G-H-T right. अब क्या है? Writing skills. Look at this delicious cake and आपको इसको अपने words में describe करना है. It is a very colorful cake. It has 3 candles. It has cherries. You can see blue and orange flavoring and I hope it is a strawberry cake. A big grammatical skills. We use shall and will for future actions. Shall is used with I and we, like I shall play flute this morning, we shall watch a movie tomorrow. Will किसके साथ use करते हैं? You, they, he, she, it के साथ and all the nouns. They will go to the circus this weekend. Karan and Robin will attend school next year. She will go to the station at noon. यहाँ पे क्या use होता है? Will. Fill in the blanks with will or shall. She dash act in the school. She will act in the school. These you will do on your own. अब है आपके पास we use going to for future actions. Going to हम किसके लिए use करते हैं? For future action. He is going to pick the football now. The car is going to take a turn. We are going to play cricket. I am going to have dinner. Black clouds have covered the sky. It is going to rain. I am not going to eat this sandwich. Format of the sentences. क्या format in sentences का? I am going to and then the verb plus the noun. यानी कि you have he, she, it singular noun plus is going to plus verb या फिर we, you, they plural noun are going to plus verb. Let us do it in a sentence. Complete the sentences using going to. She dash in the swimming competition. She is going to compete in the swimming competition. Similarly, you will do the rest. Name the shapes of these ice creams. ये क्या है? Cone. This is cup. This is sandwich. Match the containers with the thing. A bowl. Bowl में क्या खाएंगे हम? Soup. Similarly, you will match the rest. अब है activity skills. Find the things and from the word grid which you have in your room. आपको वो चीज़ें ढूंढनी है जो आपके रूम में है. What all do you have in your room from this? Let us find out. So you have F-A-N, fan. So you will write fan over here. I hope you understood this chapter properly. Read it again and revise all the questions to understand it even better.